playoff era. Despite a 9-0 record, Oklahoma is number 8. This is tied for the second lowest by a 9-0 or better Power 5 team in any of the committee's rankings. And then, of course, Alabama coming in at number 2. Bama, the highest ranked one-loss team in the committee's initial rankings in the playoff era. So again, this is just the first one. There will be more, Luke, but let me ask it this way. Are you more surprised at Alabama at 2 or Oklahoma at 8?
Whew, that's a good question. I really didn't anticipate Alabama being at 2, especially don't forget that not only did they lose to Texas A&M, but they also lost to Texas A&M, who was starting a backup quarterback. So I didn't think that they would still be ranked as high as they are right now. It really surprised me. Oklahoma, I kind of understand it because, for most of the year, we've been trying to figure out this Oklahoma team. They've been consistently playing to the level of their competition for the most part. And even when Caleb Williams came in, took over the Texas game, everyone thought, okay, this is the shot in the arm that the Sooners needed. Then they went out and they handled their business against TCU, but then they fell flat again against Kansas. And they ended up winning the game, but they didn't win in convincing fashion. So I can see why Oklahoma would be dropped as far down as they have been in the initial rankings. But Alabama skyrocketing to number 2 right out the gate. That kind of surprised me a little bit, Luke's.
Yeah, I was surprised by that as well. And, getting a chance to see Michigan State this coming week, it's going to be a treat. And I think this was the argument. Is it the team with the best athletes and the best depth and that track record versus the team that's playing the best football, that's played the most clean football, that's tough, not overly flashy? That's what Mel Tucker's group is. They just find ways to win, gut things out. And I think that was probably what was weighed there. One's undefeated, to your point. The other has a loss on the road versus a team with a backup quarterback. I'm sure that carried some weight. For Oklahoma, I really think that their preseason hype doomed them because they didn't play on defense the way people expected them to play on defense week in and week out. And then offensively, as we all know, they had sputtered. But this last weekend, and obviously it didn't leave enough of an imprint in the minds of the committee members, but Oklahoma looked like Oklahoma. They looked like it on offense. They looked like it on defense. They looked like it in the kicking game. This is a team that might be peaking at the right time. And remember, they've played 9 straight weeks without a bye. They get a bye, and then 3 games, Baylor, Oklahoma State, and Iowa State to finish out the season.
It's so interesting, guys, because if you talk about that bar being set too high for Oklahoma, then you think, are they a victim of their own preseason hype? That's certainly not the case for Alabama. It's almost like they benefit from it. So it's interesting. But again, things will change.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.